दोस्तों ये डिक्टेशन की स्पीड रहेगी 80 to 85 वर्ड्स पर मिनट. गेट रेडी. 5 seconds to go. Start. Friends, as we all know, 5th September is celebrated as Teachers' Day to commemorate the birthday of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, the former President of India, who was a renowned educationist and a great scholar and philosopher. In any society, teachers shoulder the onerous responsibility of shaping the character of its future generations. They not only impart knowledge but also mold the thought process of the youngsters, transforming them into responsible citizens. They nurture young minds, igniting in them the desire to realize their full potential. Let us, on this occasion, acknowledge him with gratitude, the invaluable contribution of all the teachers of our country to the society. I would like to bring to the kind attention of the government that many nationalized banks are not providing or transferring the 100% subsidy benefit to the students who took educational loan from these banks. Every student is entitled for the 100% interest subsidy. The bank managers are making many excuses for not giving this subsidy to the students. It has also come to my notice that the branch managers are not helping the poor students the way they are supposed to do and are also not guiding these students properly. When the government and the Reserve Bank of India are giving high importance and priority to educational loan concept, the banks should implement it properly for the benefit of poor students. Because of the poor handling by the branch managers of the nationalized banks with regard to providing educational loan benefits, the very idea is getting defeated and the future of many thousands of students is put in peril. Therefore, I urge upon the government to direct the banks to provide or transfer the 100% interest subsidy on educational loan to the students without imposing any unwanted conditions, as well as to expedite the sanction of educational loans on priority basis. The center's notification on new guidelines proposed for the conservation of Western Ghats ecosystem, modeled on the recommendations of Kasturi Ranjan Committee, has sparked off vehement protests throughout Kerala. The prime stakeholders, mostly small and marginal farmers inhabiting hilly and forest areas, rightly apprehend that the new guidelines infringe their right to shelter and livelihood. It is also feared that many developmental projects in the state will remain stalled. The government of Kerala has constituted an expert committee to assess the likely impact of the proposed regulations on the livelihood of the stakeholders, likely to come under stringent regulations adopted by the Kasturi Ranjan Committee, totally ignoring the humanitarian aspects involved. On behalf of my party, I wish to express our anguish and register protest over this anti-poor move by the centre and appeal for withdrawing the notification until a consensus is worked out, taking all the stakeholders into confidence. The Delhi Cantonment Board is engaging private housekeeping agencies and other private agencies for development of contractual staff to cater to the various jobs in Delhi Cantonment and Army area since 2009. But the procedure adopted for this purpose is not fair and needs overhaul. The contractual staff of Delhi Cantonment Board appointed by the private agencies are not getting EPF and ESI facility since 2009. This is unfair and it needs correction to ensure the welfare of the persons engaged in Delhi Cantonment Board. It is necessary to record all the names, qualification, designation and address of each contractual staff in Delhi Cantonment and Army area because they are working in most sensitive areas and hence should come under surveillance, but it seems the officials in Delhi Cantonment Board are not adhering to this policy, thereby putting the security of our country to threat. There are also many complaints against the officials of Delhi Cantonment Board which need to be inquired into immediately by constituting a committee to prepare a report on the functioning of Delhi Cantonment Board. Hence, I request the Honorable Minister for Defence through the Chair to look into the functioning of Delhi Cantonment Board to set the things right. I request the government to include coastal erosion and lightning in the list of disasters. Due to the geographical reasons, both lightning and coastal erosions have adverse impact on Kerala. Every year, on an average, 71 people die and 112 are seriously injured by lightning in Kerala. The lightning also results in loss of huge property as it destroys crops in the state. Recent studies also show that 63% of Kerala's coastline is being eroded day by day. Since the coastal areas are densely populated, the rehabilitation of the victims who lost their house, land and properties due to coastal erosion is a caution before the government and general public. It is estimated that lightning and coastal erosion cost several crores of rupees every year. However, there has not yet been any attempt to assess the loss and compensate the victims. The Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala has already submitted a detailed proposal which explains the impact of lightning and coastal erosion on Kerala in detail and seeks to include these fatal incidents in the list of natural disasters. Full stop.